Hello guys, and welcome to my final video for the year 2017. My name as always is Lanre, and in this video we are going to be talking about quite a lot of things, and we are going to be looking at a lot of challenges we have actually faced in the year 2017, and a lot of achievements was also made in the year 2017, and how we should all plan to actually make 2018 a much more fantastic year for all of us. So far so good in the year 2017. A lot of things have happened. We have experienced a lot of challenges, and we've also been able to achieve a lot of our plans and our goals for the year 2017. Alhamdulillah, I'm so happy that right now I'm actually doing this video live and direct from my own personal home, which is actually a very fantastic challenge, and we thank God we're able to conquer it. In fact, for those of us that have been able to have the privilege and God's mercy to successfully have a home of his or our own, we all understand what we had to go through before we were able to get a home of ours. And for those that are yet to get their own homes, they're actually working on it. Most of my students are already working on their homes right now, and I'm sure before the end of 2018 they are all going to be landlords. I'm saying congratulations to them, and I'm wishing them the very best in the year 2018. God's mercy, God's blessings, so that they get enough money to actually be able to finish up with their own buildings. With that said, we've also had a lot of challenges. There have been so many projects I've actually started up in 2017 and have not been able to successfully conclude on. In fact, I have a lot of scattered up projects all over the place, and I have a lot of serious experiences in 2017. Was hacked, was scammed and all that, but we thank God that we are still here. So what are the things that I actually feel or I've actually discovered that has really affected a lot of people in the year 2017 for them not to have been able to achieve what they have set out to achieve in 2017? From my own personal experience and from my communication with a lot of people, I come to realize that there are some serious issues that we need to discuss in this video, and that's the reason why I decided not to do this video as a live video. Instead, I did it as a normal video, so I'm going to upload it on YouTube, and you guys are going to have access to it time and time again to go back, look at it, and actually check yourself if you are still making some of these mistakes. So a lot, like generally all the people I've actually met in 2017 that have come to me for training also will always have the issue of finance. They say they don't have money to go through training for them to actually be successful. And if you really look at it, there are some of them that will say their father is dead, their mother is this, and all kind of excuses and all that. It is acceptable for you to have excuses, but the truth of the matter is that you cannot be successful in life if you are the kind that always look for excuses for you not to be successful in life. Everybody has challenges. Everybody, even the person that actually been born with a silver spoon in his mouth, has the challenge of not falling into poverty, of not finishing all the money his father has made, and then becoming a bankrupt person. So we all have challenges, and to be candid with you, the country in which we are does not really help us when it comes to helping us move away from the poverty level we are in into something of sustainability. And that's the reason why we as human beings, personally as a person of my own, I have to start looking at how do I want to change my life, how do I want to change my story from where it is right now to where I want it to be. I've had plans for over 16 years, and I've always been consistent with my plans. Even when I was cutting with friends, in the hostel, not yet a student, even when I was living in somebody else's house, I've always been consistent with my plans. And that's the reason why I've always followed through with whatever I've been consistent with. And this is one of the reasons why you as a person should sit down, take a pen and a paper, and write out the plans you have for your life. What are the plans you have? Why do you want to achieve these plans? In the next 5, 10, 15 years, what do you want to achieve? If you are not dead yet, what do you want to achieve? What do you want your children to actually grow up knowing that their father have actually been able to do? Right now, maybe you are not yet married, maybe you are just married. You don't need to get too expensive. You don't need to spend too much money in doing things. I don't know. I've had friends that do not have the financial capacity, but after getting married, they go ahead to pay 300,000, 200,000 for two-bedroom flat, three-bedroom flat, and it is just you and your wife. Even if you have a kid, you can still stay in a room and parlour. It is not wrong for you to stay in a room and parlour. I know a lot of people are going to comment on this video and say a lot of things. I'm not perturbed. I'm only telling you from my own experience and from what I've actually learned, from growing up and from being at least a little bit successful as I am today. You have to be able to manage yourself when you are building yourself. When you sacrifice to improve on yourself, to invest in yourself, by the time you start gaining, ground, you start achieving the success you have actually always wanted, you'll be able to afford much more than that. But I've seen a lot of people spend a lot of money, go through a lot of, debt just to showcase themselves as being the best of the best. Right now, I'm telling you, I'm not where I want to be right now. In fact, a lot of people, I've had my family members telling me I have to go and get myself a car and all that. But I am still doing a lot of things. I'm still building myself in a lot of ways, which I plan to actually blow things up in the year 2018. So that by the time I want to go to the next level to become maybe a celebrity or whatever, I would have everything within my my reach for me to be able to sustain my celebrity identity. And if you don't sacrifice and go through the things you need to go through right now for you to be able to succeed in the next few years, then what are you actually living? Are you actually living for now, or are you living for the future? Are you actually thinking of yourself now, or you are thinking of yourself in the next few years? So the way you hustle now, you will not be able to hustle that way in the next 10-15 years, when you already have kids, when your kids are already grown and you have a lot of expenses. Right now you don't have much expenses. You can actually survive by investing in yourself. This is one of the most important things that you guys have to start thinking of. You out there watching this video, you have to start thinking of it, and you have to start working towards investing in yourself and building a future for yourself. Now let me pinpoint some of the things that I've actually written down here, that I've seen that always and will always challenge us, will always push us, and if we cannot push it back and push through to become successful, to overcome our challenges, then we'll still remain where we are in the next 3-4 years. I've had people message me like 3-4 years ago, they want to learn this. I tell them this is what you have to go through. They run away. They go to other guys out there, those that have sweeter mouths than I have, those that are not as blunt as I am, those that will not tell them the truth like I'm telling them. And these guys will collect a little sum of money from them, 2,500, 3,500, 10,000, continue collecting little sum of money from them, and they will keep giving them stuff that will only work for a limited time, and then they will have to go back to that person again. I always tell people the truth, and I'll tell you, for you to be able to succeed, for you to be able to succeed for the rest of your life, not just for a year, not just for a month or a few weeks, you have to learn things the right way. It's just like that. I'm always blunt. That's the reason why a lot of people always find me, I don't know how, I don't know what word to use. So let's go on. Now, one of the most important things I see that a lot of people face as challenges is fear of success. Some people believe that success is overwhelming, that if you become successful today, hey, everything is going to be like. Success is not something you should not look at achieving. You should always look at achieving success. If you achieve success, you always need to just motivate yourself to sustain that success, to continue to move ahead. And one of the most important things with sustenance of success is when you are successful and you can also bring other people into becoming successful. That is how you continue to grow in your success story. And another thing is laziness. Now, a lot of people find this offensive when I tell them that they are lazy. And the fact of the matter is, you are lazy. I will say it again and again and again. I will not romance you. I will not pamper you. I will not spoon feed you. If you are lazy, I will tell you you are lazy. Sometimes I'm also lazy. But the fact remains that whenever I'm lazy, I always tell myself, guy, you are lazy. You are fucking lazy. There's something wrong with you. You have to pick yourself up. And I quickly pick myself up. When I tell you that you are lazy, there's a reason I'm telling you are lazy. If you believe you are not lazy, then you can tell me to fuck off or whatever. A lot of people always tell me to do that when I tell them you are lazy. Now, let me give a very good example. Somebody wants to start making money on Fiverr, right? You come on Fiverr. You did not actually learn from anybody. You just went to YouTube. You learn this, you learn that. And a very good example, you learn graphic design. And then you create a gig. You are an account and a gig. You go to some other people's account. You just copy other people's stuff, put it on your account and everything. You do not mind editing. You don't mind. No, there's nothing unique about your account. Then you wanted to create gig images. Fiverr gave us five opportunities of gig images. 3 JPEG images, 2 PDF images. And what did you do? You just created one image, on your gig image. Or some create just one, some create 2, some create 3. 3 very simple, basic, non-interesting images. And they upload it, and then the next minute, that very same month, they start messaging everybody. And they want to start making money. How will I make money? I've created account, I've created gig and all that. And the first question I always ask is, who did you learn from? And they're like, why should I learn from somebody? I learned it on YouTube. And you can't achieve success that way. It's like you saying you want to become a PhD holder. And fuck school, man. Fuck the universities, man. What do I want to go to learn in the universities, man? I can go on YouTube and learn how to become a PhD holder, or go on Google and learn how to become a PhD holder, and then I can write a thesis and mark it myself and all sort of bullshit stuff. People are always like that. They will always tell you that you can't teach them anything online. They know everything themselves and they can do everything themselves, but they will not want to go through the challenges of waiting through to succeed. The fact of the matter, let me tell you the fact of the matter right now. If you want to do trial and error learning, I personally am a trial and error learner. And I invest a lot of money doing trial and error. In fact, on my PC right now, I have over maybe 300 gigabytes of stuff, on my PC that I don't even have access to. As in, like, I don't even read. I only buy those courses, I leave it on my PC. I buy this and I'll go through some halfway. I'm like, okay, I know this, I know that, and it always works that way. Sometimes you just combine ideas from different kind of people, and the most important part is now left for you to be able to use your brain to brainstorm and actually make all those knowledge you've gotten from different environments, different authors, different places, different videos come together and become something tangible and useful. A lot of people cannot do that. You may be able to do that as you're watching me. You may be able to do that, but a lot of people cannot do that. So when you cannot do that, why don't you just get somebody to train you, get somebody to teach you the right way? Tell the person, okay, this thing I want you to teach me. How much will it cost me? Even if it's going to be expensive, I don't mind. I'm going to pay it, but what I want you to teach me is something I will use for the rest of my life. That is the kind of training I love giving to people. Not something that, you just want to start making money, no problem, boom, take this one, just do it. It's just a trick, do this trick. So within a month you make a lot of money. Then afterwards, when the system discovers that you're actually using the trick, the system blocks that trick and you go back to square one. So you always have to start thinking of not being lazy and not looking for excuses. Excuses. I've made mention of excuses the other time. People always make excuses. You always make excuses not to succeed in life. Well, it is your life. It is not mine, not your dad's, not your mom's, not your aunt's, not your uncle's. Nobody's life except your life. If you are successful, it is your life. If you are not successful, it is your life. If you are hungry, you can only complain that you are hungry. It is in your stomach that the hunger is in, not in mine. So you always should start planning to become successful to create your own story and not make your success story attached to someone else. It is supposed to be that way. Get people to train you, learn, go ahead, blow yourself up, become better than what you are today, so that tomorrow you are going to be able to achieve far much more than you have ever dreamed of. It is like that. Procrastination is the killer of everybody. It affects everybody, challenges everybody. I procrastinate every day. I want to do this, I know I have to do this, I'm thinking of how to do this, but I can't do this because I'm procrastinating. Another big problem with us here in Nigeria especially is lack of electricity supply, lack of stable, reliable internet facilities. It always affects us every time. That sometimes when my brain is really working, gingering and crazy, I want to do stuff online, then the internet start misbehaving. Airtel start misbehaving, Smile start misbehaving, Spectranet start misbehaving, and before you know what's happening, all the motivation you have is dead, and then you start procrastinating for the next 1 month again, and you not be able to achieve what you achieve. Why I'm saying this right now, I'm thinking, man, I'm crazy, because I already have a plan, a well written sales funnel system plan that I already have in place, but I just did the thing like halfway and then I stopped doing it. So I'm going to go back to that very soon, very soon. So now, lack of focus. Right now, as you're watching this video, some of you guys who actually be distracted by the bubbles around my video. The bubbles, they are just transparent bubbles, but they will even distract you. Now, if transparent bubbles will distract you in this video, which I know some people will complain and say, why do you have to put bubbles? If transparent bubble will distract you in this video, that means the door at my background will distract you. That means if I decide to turn this laptop and show you, my wardrobe there, some people will be distracted. And if I actually turn my laptop around and show you my burglary, and you see Fiverr on my burglary, some people will be distracted. Some people only focus on that. So a lot of distraction always happen to a lot of people. Not to talk of the internet. The internet is actually the home of distraction. Boom! You have alerts coming in every time from Facebook, from Twitter, Instagram, everybody, Telegram, all the softwares you have on your phone, all the bullshit softwares you have on your PCs, your desktop is filled up with all kind of bullshit, nonsense, rubbish software. You are always looking for the latest movie to download. You are always looking for the latest. So many bullshit distractions everywhere. Lack of focus. In 2018, you have to be focused. Forget whatever is distracting you. You have to be focused. Being focused is the key to success online, and the only way for you to be focused is you just have to do away with a lot of these things. I've had friends that have actually deleted their Facebook account. They say it's a lot of distraction to them, and they focus on their business and they make money. In fact, what one of my friends did was he's using another friend of his, the person's Facebook ads account, to run ads, and he has actually deleted his own personal Facebook account just for distraction, to be able to get focused. So I'm not saying you should do that, because the next thing now, I see some people commenting below this video now saying, hey, you started this your bullshit again, telling us to go delete our Facebook account. I'm not saying you should do that. I'm not deleting my Facebook account, because I'm actually having a lot of people watching me. A lot of people knew me on Facebook. A lot of people actually came to me after knowing me on Facebook, and so I love Facebook. But you have to be focused. You have to start thinking of, how do I get focused? How do I not get distracted with all the bullshit on the internet? Sometimes you might have to leave Facebook for like a few days and do stuff, and after doing stuff, you'll be able to achieve what you want to do. Boom, you come to Facebook and say, I've done this. You guys should go and get free download, and then you put them into your funnel and you start selling to them. So that is for focus. And another thing is, I made mention of it the other time. Stop aiming for get rich quick kind of mentality. Stop aiming for courses, tricks. I always tell people, please just teach me tip and tricks. I can't buy course. I bought a lot of course, there's rubbish there. You too, you can even teach me rubbish now. How do I even don't know that you'll be teaching me rubbish? But tip and trick, give me tip and trick. I was like, okay, you want me to give you tip and trick that is not rubbish, but you don't want to buy strategy, a course that is filled with a strategy that is a lifetime strategy that you can adapt, that you can edit, that you can quickly, move it into the next level. What is the problem? Why are you people always with this kind of mentality? And the funny part is, I just remember, the funny part is, you see people, they take their kids, a 4-year-old, 3-year-old, to a private school where you pay 20,000 naira per term, and you say, they teach a lot of fantastic things in that school. You are paying 20,000 naira per term for a 3-year-old that doesn't even know how to read A for apple, B for ball very well. And then you, the father or the mother or whoever you are, you cannot pay 20k to learn something that will change your life forever. Something that will also change the life of that kid of yours forever, and the rest of your kids forever, and your whole family forever. You cannot pay 30k, 50k. And you know the funny part, this set of people, some of them are still within the civil service. I'm not saying civil service is bad though, so don't come and comment on that now. Start saying I've mentioned civil service and I'm not lambasting anybody. I'm only telling you the truth. Now you are in the civil service, and because you want promotion after 5 years in the civil service, or 10 years or 15 years, there's no promotion, and you were told that you have to go and do a particular course for you to get promoted. Maybe you are receiving, let's say, 50k per month, and now you have kids that are already grown up, and your stuff, your expenses are very large. Now you're always into debt, and you want promotion, and they say you have to go do a special course for promotion, and then you have to pay 100,000 for the course. You go and borrow money. Won't you borrow money, right, to do that course, so that they are going to increase your salary from 50,000 to 70,000? Is that not so? But you will never borrow money. You will not think that you should go and borrow money to learn how to succeed online. And the fact remains that I will always tell you, you tell me, I want to start making money immediately. I'll tell you, you can't make money immediately. You have to first learn, become an expert, become a pro, understand the system, and then you start making money. It might take you 2 to 3 rough months, but once you hit it, that's it for the rest of your life. The problem is now 2 to 3 months of survival. People will not want to do it, but they will go and get employment under a useless government that will not pay them 15 months salary, and they will be in there for 15 months, and within that 15 months they will refuse to leave that same stupid system to go and learn something that will change their life after 3 months. I don't know why we are thinking like this. I don't know when our mentality wants to change from the way we are thinking, but the fact just remains that I will tell you the truth. Whatever you want to say it. Whatever excuse you want to give it. But the fact will remain that there is no excuse for you not to succeed in the year 2018. Now, a friend of mine is working in an hospital somewhere, and I'm not even going to be watching this video anyway. And now they have retrenched. After not paying them for months, they have actually returned over 300 of them. And I'm telling him, for the past 3 years we have known each other, guy, leave this job and come and learn this thing. You people will survive. You will survive. You will survive. You are not going to die. Your children will not going to die. Not going to die. Nobody will die. You will survive. One of my friends I also knew in 2014. He was like, I'm a director. He eventually left. They sacked him, and then he came to me. He knew I'm a very stubborn, blunt, whatever, strict, disciplinarian kind of person. He came to me, he learned from me. Now the guy is, he's now a certified pastor, making his money. So the truth of the matter is, you have to go through it. You have to wade through the challenges, the time frame of the challenges, and then you succeed for the rest of your life. It's just like that. It's not rocket science. It is just a normal thing for you to go through a particular phase before you succeed in life. So in 2018, what do we have in 2018? What are the things we need to put in place in 2018? First, in 2018, be scam safe. Do not allow anybody to scam you. In fact, if you want to do business transaction with someone you don't actually know, I'm thinking I should start a website where I will offer escrow service, and maybe I should just charge maybe about 5%. Yes, 5% is good of whatever transaction is going to be happening. So maybe whatever money you're going to be sending to my bank account, I'm going to be charging you 5% for it. Now, a lot of people are like, I've had a lot of people that message me to become an escrow, and I'll tell them I have to charge for this to become an escrow, and they'll be like, what do you mean you want to charge for escrow? What is your problem? I know that people don't understand. If you send money to somebody else's account and money, and it becomes, the bank realize that your account is now a place where they send money and withdraw money and send money, and the money is just going, you might actually get yourself in trouble if you don't understand. So you that you are doing escrow without actually making money out of it, don't get yourself in fucking trouble. You have to be very careful. Make money out. This is business now. Those that want to do exchange, they are doing business. So why should I be middleman and not make money? What do you think I'm actually on the internet to become stupid? You think I actually open a bank account to do what? Bank charge me now. They'll charge me for my ATM, charge me for maintenance fee, charge me for this, charge me for that, charge me for transaction fee. So you want me to just be there, be doing it for the Christmas? I don't do for the Christmas, my brother. I'm here for business. I make money. I want to make money every day. I don't want to just be here and be seeing people make money through me and not make money. It doesn't make any sense. That is just the truth of the matter. I'm telling you. You have to just, So be scam safe. Get someone to be your escrow. You don't want to sacrifice 5% because you want to make all the money. Then you pay the wrong person your money and the person scams you. And you start crying, hey, he has scammed me 20,000 naira, 50,000, 100,000 naira. You see now, instead of you to be scam safe. So be scam safe. Always look for people to do escrow for you. It's as simple as that. There is no issue. There is no argument on that. You want to argue downstairs. Now, we want to look at what are the things we need to put in place in 2018. Personally, I've done a lot. I've sacrificed a lot of things for my business for the next or for the upcoming year. 2018, I've gotten myself a very nice, fantastic training hall for the year 2018. Now I have a place where there is a 50-seat capacity for those that want to come for training, or the best, like let me say maximum or minimum 30-seat capacity. And it is a place where when you get to the place, you're gonna really love it. Like, wow, Mr. Rewa, you really did well with this place. It's a very nice place, very nice environment, not much noise, and I'm still doing a lot of renovation on the place. So we have that place set, and boom, the year 2018 starts. January, we're going to be having 2 trainings at the Avenue. 2 trainings. I'm thinking of organizing maybe 1 free training per month and then 2 paid trainings within that same month. So I'm still thinking of that. And then in-house training, we'll be having 3 days in-house training twice every month. And the purpose is to change people's lives. You sleep with me, you wake with me, you see how I deliver, you see how I communicate, you see, your brain will start working now. In fact, if you stay with me for like 7 days, your brain will almost blow now, because you just see me do things and you be like, bros, you dey craze. Bros, now I know why you dey craze. So it's just like that. That's the reason why sometimes when I just do stuff, I just laugh when I see people comment, like 8 comments, they are really annoyed and all that. Why is this guy always saying things like this? And people don't understand that we have different experiences in life. I've gone through a lot of things. I've seen a lot of things. I've been slapped, bashed, bounced. In fact, there was a time I was actually stooling blood because I had to drink Gary for like 4 days straight. Yes, I had to drink Gary for 4 days straight. Like morning, afternoon, evening Gary. Morning, afternoon, evening Gary. So I was stooling blood. You guys have not even gone through anything now. I don't know. I'm just saying this for you to understand that you guys have not really gone through anything. A lot of people, you eat comfortably in your family, your father's house, and you just complain there's no money, I don't know what your problem really is. You just have to start thinking, for yourself. You have to start slapping yourself in the bottom, and you have to start doing things and start moving. There is no fucking excuse you want to give me that I will just laugh at it. Sometimes some people will message me and they want to get trained. I tell you, you have to pay for it, and you tell me I have problem in my life. This is, you won't understand. And I was like, I won't understand. Okay, no problem. I won't understand. I won't understand because I've actually gone to somebody else's house, stayed in the person's house for like 5 days, and the house owner, the man of the house, eventually discovered I've been staying in his house for 5 days, eating his food and all that. You know, staying in their guest room, sleep, wake up. You know, the wife knows me very well, so I communicate well with the wife and all. But the husband, you know, goes in the morning, comes late in the night, so doesn't really know that there is someone living in the house with them, actually eating their food and all that. I've gone through a lot of bullshit, I'm telling you. If I tell you, don't worry, let me not. So what we want to do in 2018 is change lives. The theme for 2018 is the year of changing lives. But for me to change your life, for God to use me as an avenue, as a channel of changing your life, you have to also be ready to change your own life yourself. If I tell you in-house training is 35K, don't come and give me excuses. Look for the money and come for the in-house training. Then it is left for you to decide on how much knowledge, how much you want to take out of that training. You will see my PC, you will see it is there for you to tell me, boss, I want this one, I want that one, boss, I want to focus. It is there for you. You have to be able to do that for yourself. If you don't do that for yourself, nobody is going to do that for you. I'm telling you, that's just the fact of the matter. You have to be able to do that for yourself. So if it is left for you to change your own story, stop looking for excuses. Excuses are nowhere to be found in my own personal dictionary. That's the reason why a lot of people say I'm blunt, I'm this, I'm that. They say a lot of things about me, but the fact will still remain. They will never say I tell lies. Even these people that always complain when I talk about fake review on Fiverr, none of them will say I tell lies. None of them. All of them will only say, we also know when you started, you were using US account. When you did this, is it your name that is there? Is it? I'm not saying you shouldn't use US accounts. In fact, I'm not even saying you shouldn't use strategy. The problem I only have with this fake review of a thing is that when you call something a strategy, a tactics, it is not something that everybody will now start doing anyhow. Everybody is just doing it anyhow. And then you start seeing people that will show a screenshot of how much they have made on Fiverr. But 3/4 of that money is fake review. How do you want to prove to me that that money you are showing me on Fiverr is real, is something you actually made really? When you are the king of fake review. It's just like somebody telling us that he made a first class university when we know that the whole time he doesn't come to class, he doesn't stay in lectures. All the things he always does is to pay lecturers to give him marks. Somebody pays lecturers every time to give him marks, and he's now saying he's a first class student. Do you think his fellow students will be happy with him? Okay, do you think those that read extensively to get to 2.1 or to get there to their own first class, do you think they will see him as somebody relevant? They won't. That is the problem I have with a lot of guys online. I will always say that, guys, do this thing the right way. Go and learn this thing. When you are teaching people how to do fake review, they will not want to improve on themselves. Okay, if you have a kid now, you have a child of your own that you are taking your time, you are spending money on that child, and your child is not interested in reading. Your child is telling you, Daddy, forget that thing. I will pay the money you give me, I will use to pay my lecturers. They will give me good marks. Forget that thing. I don't need to know ABC. What is ABC? What is 1, 2, 3? Get out. Forget that thing. I will do fake review. I will go and meet teacher. I will give teacher 200 naira. They will give me good marks. Will you support your child? You will not. So why are we always hypocritical? It is hypocrisy. When you are doing, honestly speaking, the fact remains that we know this bad identity we have been given by G-boys, in Nigeria and all that. But after doing what we know how to do best, from what I've actually had in experience, okay, my account was reported back to Nigeria in January this year, right? Good. All well and good. That's what you want to hear. Now, since my account was reported back in Nigeria, I knew I had the challenge of improving on myself. And I went all out to improve on myself. It affected me a lot. Reduced my earnings, but I continue pushing. because I knew the best would be for me to improve on myself and not to do fake review. I was tempted down like countless of times to do fake review, but I didn't. I have students that do fake review. In fact, most of my students are now even countering me when I post and talk about fake review. They will counter me and say, boss, forget that thing. But the fact of the matter is that they know me. They know me that whenever they come to me, I will always show them something new. It's because I always push myself to learn more. And that is what I believe a lot of people should strive for. When we talk about our politicians of today, we say they are scammers. We say they have been scamming us. We say they have been duping us, and they have been collecting our money. It's because of this same mentality. They don't want to improve. They go to other countries. They see how other countries are improving. They don't want to improve anything in this country. They only want to scam us. They only want to do fake review by doing fake roads. That is it. They do fake review by doing fake roads. That is the problem we have in this country, and that's the problem we personally have. So we all have to change our mentality. I'm always on the offensive. Always on the offensive. That's the way a lot of people feel offended. Because you only feel offended with someone that is always on the offensive. But somebody that is always on the defensive, what does he want to say? He's always defending himself. Always trying to defend himself. So I've always learned in life, all the things I've gone through in life. I have taken my step from being on the defensive to become on the offensive. For the rest of my life, I will never be on the defensive. Never be on the defensive. It's just like that. This has been quite a long video, like 36 minutes now video. So I think that is all for the year 2017 and our plans for the year 2018. Now, if you want the story to change, your story to change for the year 2018, personally, I have not been able to achieve 20% of what I want to achieve. I have a lot of things still in place. A lot of things I still want to achieve. In fact, with all the knowledge I have, I've been thinking I necessarily should have a membership site or a membership group or something where people just maybe pay like 2,000 naira every month and they get trained, and I just, like they pay 2,000 every month, I just come online on the group, I just put stuff, just put stuff. As the thing is just coming, I'll just be putting it and they'll be grabbing it and be making use of it and be making money out of it. But a lot of people now, Nigerians, they don't want to pay all these things. Nigerians would prefer to just give you 1 naira and make 1 million out of it immediately. So that's the problem we are always having. So there's so much, and 2018 definitely I plan to move, all around the globe. I plan to go see my students in India, probably go see my students in Bangladesh, probably go see some of my, clients in the US. I plan to do a lot of things in the year 2018. And when, things start boom, 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 start working, you just see the things will just continue moving, and you like, this guy has said it, in his last video, the year 2017, that he wants to start doing things extraordinarily fantastic in the year 2018, and he has started doing it. That is how you should plan. Have your plan, put them in place, and always work towards achieving them. My name has always Lanre Ali. It's been such a fantastic time creating this video, and I found the strength to create such a fantastic video like this for myself, not only for myself, but for you guys out there that have always wanted to succeed in life, always wanted this. In fact, okay, what is one of the things that you could actually say makes you a man, especially in this, not even in this country, anywhere in the world, is when you have a house of your own. Buying a car, I can buy a car anytime I want to buy a car. How much are they selling a car? If a brand new car, how much are they selling a brand new car? Buy a car at any time. The doors, the iron door, the metal doors I did in my house can actually buy me a car. Yeah, can buy me a car. So it's not, buying a car is not really, I don't know. But internet marketers use that to convince people that, man, you can make money out of this thing, and come and make money out of this thing, and then boom. So 2018, don't give me an excuse that you are staying in a far place, that you are staying in Abuja, you are staying in Kano, you are staying in Kaduna. You cannot travel down to Ibadan for training to change your life. Don't give me that silly excuse. Don't give me that silly excuse. Then there's something wrong with you, honestly. If you know you are staying in a far place, then plan to come for my in-house trainings. In-house trainings, 3 days, 4 days trainings. Fantastic trainings, in-house training. Come for that. Sophia, So come for in-house training. If you know you are staying in a far place, plan for it. In-house training is 35K. Plan for it. If you have to, if you have to, I don't know, borrow money, if you have to, whatever you have to do, plan for in-house training. Every month, beginning of every month, I'll actually be bringing up, my schedule for the month, my training schedule for the month, for you guys to be able to say, okay, we have in-house training this time and this time, so you have to actually plan for that. So there's no excuse. There's no excuse. You can travel all the way from where you are staying to the school you are going to, and you travel every whatever time for the next 6 years because you want to become a graduate, and eventually become a graduate and there's no job, or you become a graduate and you have to go and work under some government parastatal where you are not being paid and you are being owed for 15 months, and over a year. 15 months, like what are you doing there? 15 months. Do you think it's possible for you to be doing an online business for 15 months and you are not making any money, and you not leave it for another online business? Doesn't make any sense. Anyway, it's just like that. The slave civil servant mentality is just like that. So thank you very much for watching this video. I actually love you guys so much. Plan to do a lot of fantastic for the year 2018, and okay, maybe 2018 I will stop saying you guys doing fake review, don't do fake review again, abi. I just say, okay, if you want to do fake review, do it. If you want to do whatever you want to do, just make money, and that's all. Year 2018, a lot of things are going to be happening, and for those that always like, most of the time when I even put motivational stuff on Facebook, I don't get comments. I only get maybe people liking and doing whatever. But when I put controversial stuff on Facebook, boom, even those that I don't even know, that are not even my friend list, those that have, in fact, those that have even unfriended me, they will comment. I love looking for trouble. Thank you very much. See you guys later. Bye bye. I love you guys.